Alright guys, what's up? Master Ego here doing a profile of my prank kids I took to locals today. I'm not going to tell you my record because it was shit and people were being a little rude and people were rushing me, so yeah. But no, I had fun with the deck. Definitely a few things I would definitely change with it. I don't like King of the Swamp. It's kind of weird. Yeah, I'll get into that more later. But yeah, the deck's pretty fun, and I learned a lot of stuff by round 3, round 4. I started to learn more about the deck and doing more combos with it instead of just doing everything all at once and just sitting there going, nah, I don't know what to do. So let's go and get into the profile here. First off, we got 3 of the level 1 Fancies. When he gets sent to the grave by a fusion or a link summon of a Prank Kids, he can Foolish Burial a Prank Kids card and special summon another one that is not himself, so either a water or fire. 0 attack, 2000 defense, so he's pretty good. Level 1. Next we have is 3 Prank Kids Dropsies. This is the water one, obviously, level 2. What this one does, if the same clause as the other ones, if it gets sent to the grave by a fusion or link summon of a Prank Kids monster, you actually gain 1,000 life points and special summon one that is not water, so wind or fire. And niche little thing you can make totally awesome with this, which is really weird. Next we have 3 Lampseas. Of course, you gotta maximize everything because they're the main cards of the deck. Lampseas, well, of course, again, when it gets sent to the grave by a fusion or link summon, you burn your opponent for 500 life points, and then you special summon one that is not fire, so either wind or water. So that's really, really cool in that aspect. He's a 15-5, so yeah. Definitely the beat stick. And then the last, well, not last monster, but one of the last monsters I play is King of the Swamp. This fetches your polymerization by discarding it, so I don't really like that at all. I don't know. I was looking at the deck at like 1:30 in the morning, or at least 1 in the morning, and I had everything set out to where, like, I was looking at it to where I can search out Prank Kids, see Prank Kids, or have access to the Prank Kids. And this didn't really. This was in like the weird pile. It was that a weird pile, and then power cards that will just help benefit myself. This is in the weird pile. I don't really like it. I'm gonna try other builds, taking this out and find something else. And the last monster I play are 3 Ash Blossom of Joy Spring. Just a power card, stops stuff. I thought about making this deck all hand traps with Prank Kids. Yeah, of course I didn't go that route, but yeah, very good card. Obviously one of the best cards in the game right now. Best hand traps. That's it for monsters. I played 15, I believe. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Yeah, 15 monsters. You really don't need that many monsters. I mean, when Roxy's comes out, it's gonna be pretty dope. Powerful one-of spells are the Foolish, the One for One, the Card Destruction, and Soul Charge. Don't need to explain much about Soul Charge. Soul Charge is just bring everything back and just make a big board, which I did get round 1, game 2. So I don't need to talk about that. So Card Destruction is kind of here just to, if you have a bad hand, you just activate this, discard your hand, draw 4 more cards if you're starting, if you're going first anyway. That way you can see Prank Kids and have access to them. Now, these are the 41st, 42nd card. I played a total of 46 in the main. So again, a way to access a Prank Kids monster, and way, again, to access Prank Kids monster. That whether it be ditching a monster, which I think I need to add more monsters with this, but I mean, it just depends, because the Fancies is level 1. But way to access, and then if I have like Instant Fusion and Prank Kids Pranks, I can discard a Prank Kids, or Foolish Barrel, Prank Kids, summon the token, Instant Fusion, Link or Fusion off there, or most likely Link, and then just do my plays that get that going. So it's almost like a combo starting, if you don't have any other cards in hand to really use Prank Kids with. So it just helps you see them faster, pretty much. So, and then obviously, I played 2 Prank Kids Pandemonium. I figured this was the right ratio because, I mean, it's a quick play fusion. We don't have their actual fusion yet, which I would think it's coming in the next set or set after. So, Prank Kids Pandemonium is pretty good. because like I said, it's an extra fusion. You can search it out, you can Force Barrel, add it back with the Prank Kids Link Monster, or both Prank Kids Link Monsters, so it's pretty good. So yeah, okay, this deck kind of reminds me of Ritual Beast meets Ritual Beast. What was it? Ritual Beast meets another deck I played. Anyway, 2 Call by the Grave, powerful 2 spell. Obviously, it's up to hand traps, basic. 2 Terraforming because it's at 2, and with the 3 Prank Kids Place. I just call it House, but yeah, Prank Kids Place. So what this does is upon activation, you can search a Prank Kids monster, and then once per turn, when you fusion summon, all your monsters gain 500 attack, and when you link summon, all your opponent's monsters lose 500 attack. So that's pretty niche application. And then I played since we don't have Roxy's, I played 3 Prank Kids Pranks, just to get the token generation and shuffle back cards into the deck, so main deck or extra, to draw one. That's pretty good. And then, of course, like I said, if I have 2 of these, I just activate one, discard the other for a token, and that helps get more like monsters on board, most likely, or more likely. Next, we got the Polymerization. I don't like this necessarily. I thought I would, but if I go through them real quickly, I'm just ended up with the hand of Prank Kids, and of course that's what happened round 1 and 2. But now like I said, I'm learning more of the deck, so I might take these out for the Thunder Dragon fusion. And then last spell in the deck, Instant Fusion. Obviously, why wouldn't you? Because 2 of your fusions are level 5, and you can use their effects to tribute to add back or special summon 2 Prank Kids from the graveyard. So yeah, I mean, 1,000 life points, I'll take it. For Lonely Traps, I play 2 evenly matched, just going second just in case. And plus I only have 2, and I needed a good powerful going second card. Well, obviously evenly matched. And I played, I don't know if this is the right ratio, but I liked it for now. It was Prank Kids Plan. What this does, if it's in the graveyard, if it's around the field, and after resolution, you can link summon a Prank Kids Link monster, that whatever monsters you have on the field that are Prank Kids. And then if it's a graveyard and your opponent attacks with a monster, you can banish it to return all Prank Kids cards from their graveyard back to the decks, or respective deck. And your opponent's monster loses 100 for each. So I've gotten like 8 Prank Kids in the graveyard and sent 8 back, sent 8 back, and I reduced the opponent's monster by 800. So I mean, that was pretty good. That was the biggest so far. But maximize on 3, that way you send another one with the Lampsies, or Fancy, excuse me, and then you just keep going off and recycling. You can't recycle itself, which is kind of dumb, but oh well. Now for the extra, like I said, this will definitely change a lot more. 1 Battle Butler, Prank Kids Battle Butler. It's a 3,000 beat stick. You contribute itself off to destroy all monsters your opponent controls, which is pretty good. And then if it gets sent to the grave by a opponent's card effect, you can target 1 non-fusion monster in your graveyard and special summon it. So any of the links or fusions or whatever, or fusion monster, main deck monsters or link monsters pretty much. So you can bring out Rorogon again and then tribute that off and do some other weird shit. So 1 Battle Butler. Surprisingly, I made this quite a bit. I didn't think so. That's why I only played the 1. But of course, it's going to be changing here soon. 2 Weather Washer. Actually, this is one of my favorites, because if a Prank Kids monster attacks, your opponent can't respond to their attacks until the end of the damage step. So whatever you kill, they can't flip over any back row at all, which is really cool. So 2 of these, though, because I feel that's definitely the correct ratio, because you don't need more than that. Because you play 3 Rocket Ride. So there's that. So with Rocket Ride, you can instant fusion it out. You can definitely distribute it off, and then special summon 2 Prank Kids monsters from your graveyard. That way you can just keep reabusing everything, so that's pretty good. And then plus he's kind of like my favorite one, honestly. Then we get to the Link monsters. We get triple Dodo Doodle Doo. I maximize on this because you can add this spells of traps when he's Link summoned, so you can just bury him, go Link 1, or Chain Link 1, 2, 3, or whatever, or 1, 2. That way you hide him under so he can't be Ghost Ogred. Or Ghost, or Ashed. Yeah, since it's player priority. So yeah, I would definitely maximize on 3 Dodo Doodle Doo. Definitely one of my favorite Link monsters. Besides Rorgon, or Rooster. 2 Bow Wow Bark. I kind of like this ratio because the fact that whatever he points to, it gains, that monster gains 1,000. The Prank Kids monster, excuse me. And then during your opponent's turn, you can tribute itself to with different names. Add 2 Prank Kids cards with different names from your graveyard and add them to your hand. So you can add like the fusion spell, the quick way fusion spell back, the trap, the field spell. So it has a lot of like just recycling ability that I just really love. And then the one Roragon, I call him Roragon because that's what he's named in the OCG, but Prank Kids Rip Roaring Roaster, whatever. He's like a Battle Butler where he can tribute himself off, destroy all the opponent's back row. So that's pretty cool. I summoned him once, but that was just to have it on the field to protect. So if the opponent sets a bunch of traps, spells, or just tribute himself off, destroy them. Same with Battle Butler with Soul Charge. Like, fuck, a hard make Battle Butler, which is awkward. For the Prank Kids cards, I played one Totally Awesome. As I said, you can make this with the droplets, which is really cool. Just having a negate, you can tribute yourself off to negate. I thought about putting maybe a small frog engine in here. Like 1 or 2 swaps, a dupe, and a rodent, or just 2 swaps and a dupe. That way I can just do, or even just 2 dupes, I can just dupe lock and detach, tribute off the dupe. I have another negate on board. One Alistair, the Meltdown Invoker. Now here's another one that I kind of really wanted to play in the deck. Was the Alistair Link, or the Alistair engine, where 1 or 2 Alistair the Invoker, 1 Invocation, and that was pretty much it, because the Invocation acts like a poly itself. No, but we need to get rid of, or we have a Invoke monster in the extra deck, you can actually just go for that, which I thought about. That way you can go either Wind, Water, Fire, whatever it points to, and then with the just Thunder Dragon Fusion, you just bring it right back to the deck and summon Battle Butler, so, which is kind of cool, and it gives 2 downward pointing arrows, so. And then the one card I might just put my special binder, Borlo Dragon. I never made him today. He might come in handy, I'm not sure. I've seen online people make him, so there's that. Other than that, like, I just thought about putting him in my my special binder because, like I said, I don't really use them. And now for the side I ran for today, I might change, obviously. Kind of weird. I played 1 Winged Dragon of Ra and 3 Sphere Mode. So that way, if I face Thunder Dragons, which I did, but of course, it was a hard matchup because if they just put the main fusion guy, the Mistake on legs, I can't really do much. So yeah. But anyway, just tribute it off, give him Ra. Your turn comes back, tribute off for Winged Dragon Ra, put the 4,000 beat stick. What are they gonna do? Like, fucking nothing. Then Powerful Spell, Raigeki. I didn't really know what to add to the side as generic cards. Going second. 2D Fusion, because I didn't want to face the Thunder Dragons. I faced Cyber Dragon round 1, which I could have done. Like, oh, I'm just going to use summon your Chimera attack, I'm just going to bounce it right back, and you don't summon the materials. So, yeah, something like that. Thought about. Just to bounce back the mistake in that. Let's see here. We got 2 steps down because I knew the Cyber Dragon player was there. So yeah, didn't really come up because I didn't see it until the end. Triple Shared Ride, generic stuff, so that way I can get more advantage in Sky Strikers, blah blah blah. you already know. And then 3 Imperial Iron Wall for the Cyber Dragon matchup, as well as the Thunder Dragon. So they can only discard, they can't banish, and the invoked matchup. I was almost said mirrored, but yeah, so that's pretty much the deck. The last thoughts on the deck. I really love it. I'll keep playing it, because obviously I pretty much got the whole deck now. I'm going to keep playing the deck. I'm definitely bringing you guys more deck profiles of my intake on the deck. I know I'm probably the first few 100 people to play the deck, to actually get it now, so yeah, other than that, I can't really much say about it. It's really fun. I can't wait till we get Roxy's in the new set. And one thing I did notice, too, is that we're missing a few fusions, I would believe. Let me see. Let me go and get this back organized real quick before we end the video here. MCs, Dropsies, Fantasies. So in the extra, actually, let's go 1, 2, and 3. So we got your wind, your water, and your fire. And you got, and that's, you got your water, you got your fire, but we don't have a wind for fusion, right? So we got the wind for Link, the fire for Link, and the water for Link, technically. So we're missing a wind fusion, and the rock monster, the rock fusion, and the rock Link monster. So 4 cards technically, if you think about it. Says I don't see no wind fusion. I mean, this counts as all 3 of them. So yeah, something I noticed. Hopefully we get those. Kind of like how Weather Painters is they're missing color, I think. But anyway, we're not profiling the deck, so deck's garbage. Anyway, I'd like to have you guys comment, rate, subscribe. Definitely bell me on YouTube. That way you know when I put new content up. As you see, I'm actually trying to put more content up my YouTube channel, not just leaving it for like a month or 2 and not get back to you guys. So, yeah. So anyway, comment, rate, subscribe, and hopefully you guys check out more videos, and I will see you guys later. Have a nice day.